Hi, everybody. Dr. Hopewell here. I am with Dr. Vicki Lynn and with Ricky Legleitner, who is the director of our Writing Assistance Center. And the reason that we're all gathered here today is to provide some assistance for you as we begin Module 5. And now, as you can see from the content in Module 5, you are beginning to write your literature review now. So we want to provide this support for you early on and get you rolling with some of the support that we have here at the university for writing. And that's why Ricky's here. So in this module, you're starting in 2 weeks. You're going to be creating your literature review for your study. I know that sounds like a lot, and it is, but you don't have any other assignments, reading assignments, or anything to do this module. So all you'll be doing is focusing on the writing of your literature review. Now, one of the things is that you need to know is there's about 22 students in each of our sections. Okay, so that's a lot of grading that Dr. Lynn and I have to do. One of the pervasive problems that we find in graduate students is that the writing style needs a bit of support, particularly early on in the program. That's natural, that's to be expected. You're new graduate students. But we wanted to give you an opportunity to have a little more individual attention with your writing. And we have a center here on campus called the Writing Assistance Center. And Ricky's here to tell you a little bit about that process. And at the end of this video, we'll tell you how that's going to play into your Module 5 assignment. So, Ricky, you want to fill us in on everything?
Definitely. First, we're a free service, which is kind of awesome. This is one of the only opportunities you'll have in your life to have someone carefully look over your writing for free. We work with writing at all levels and all disciplines, so we're ready for anything you want to bring to us. We'll help you at any point in the writing process. So if you need help brainstorming, if you need help with research, if you need help with revision, with editing, whatever it may be, we are a support network for that. The more you come to us, the better feedback you're going to get. So in a 30-minute session, say we might only be able to look at your topic sentences, and that may be the only thing we can get through in 30 minutes. So you want to schedule a couple of appointments if you have a few different concerns with, say, APA style, or with how you're using commas, or with the style of your writing, whatever it may be. We're here for you.
Great. Thanks, Ricky. So how does this play into your Module 5 assignments? Well, Dr. Lynn and I are both requiring that you submit your rough draft to the Writing Assistance Center and that you have a session, at least one session, with one of the writing tutors. So when you sign up, and all those resources for scheduling an appointment will be in the content area, so we'll be able to show you how to do all that. When you sign up, there's going to be a box that you'll check that will say that this is required for a class, and that they will release a report to us that you did in fact go and have at least a session with one of the writing tutors. Okay, so if you do not do that, that is going to be a significant portion of your writing grade that is not going to come through. Okay, and we just need you to do this because for one, writing is a big part of communicating professionally. It's a big part of graduate school. It's a big part of being a teacher. And we really want you to, in this program, learn to knock that out of the park, just to become a great writer so that you're recognized among your peers as a solid writer and a researcher. Okay? So in Module 5, here's what's going to happen. The first week of Module 5, we're going to recommend that you get your sources together. We're going to recommend that you get that rough draft going and that you plan sometime early in the second week of Module 5 to have that appointment with the Writing Assistance Center. So Ricky, tell us about what they would need to do. How does this process work? What can they expect? How scary are your writing tutors?
All right. Well, first, to schedule an appointment, we have this great program called WC Online. And what you do is you go in, you register with the program, then you'll be able to log in and you'll see a live schedule. And what's really great about the schedule is you can schedule an appointment weeks in advance. So if you know you need an appointment in 2 weeks on Tuesday at 11 o'clock, because that's the only time you have free in your schedule, make that appointment, because we do get pretty busy. So you want to ensure that you have that requirement kind of set up for you there. with your actual appointment, if you come into our office here at the Spearfish campus, we're on the first floor of the library. You'll have consultant to work with face to face. They're very friendly. They're non-judgmental. We're all writers and we all struggle with writing. So no one's going to be like, hey, this is terrible. Why did you even come? We're really enthusiastic about helping you get over those obstacles, over those hurdles, because writing can be painful and we're going to ease that pain a little bit. And our consultants are really excited about writing. They're really excited about helping people, and they're just great people. So I think you'll definitely have a good experience with that. And then we also have online consultations. So if you're not immediately in the Spearfish area, you can have an online consultation. And if you have a webcam and a microphone, you can speak with someone face to face while working with your paper. And it's really an effective mode.
What are the hours that they would have options to schedule? I know you said that there's a live schedule you can see, but what are those hours? What can they expect to choose from?
So we're open on Sundays from 2 o'clock to 8 p.m. We're open Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then on Fridays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So we have a pretty wide open schedule.
Okay, those are all Mountain Time for those of you that are on the other side of the state. It sounds to me, based on just some of the scheduling that we've done, for Dr. Lynn and I have done for individual sessions, that you'll all be able to have an opportunity to do this. Okay, so let's see. So we have face-to-face, we have online.
With the online, you mentioned having a webcam as being one of the things. So what mode of delivery, how do they connect with you? Is there something else that they need to install on their computer?
It's all directly through WC Online. So It's through our online scheduling system. You'll just go back into the schedule, click on your appointment, it'll open a chat room, and you'll be able to upload your paper directly into that chat room. And if you don't have a webcam or if you don't want to use it, there's a little text box where you can just have a conversation via text with your consultant.
How far in advance do the students need to turn in some work, a rough draft, to you? Right away at the very beginning of the session, 2 days before?
Just right at the start of the session is good. If you do have something done at the time that you're scheduling the appointment, you can attach it to your appointment, and then your consultant will definitely look it over and kind of see, okay, here are the things we need to work on. So it's nice to give your consultant a heads up if you have it. But again, if you want to schedule ahead of a time before you've done anything, that's perfectly fine too.
Great. Consultant. You have a personal consultant for your writing. I wish I would have had that when I was in graduate school. We did not have that. I had to go to my peers, and fortunately I had some great friends who were also writers, and so that was very helpful for me. So I can tell you that it will be helpful for you, and you're going to want to do that. You're going to be motivated to do this because it's going to be part of your grade. Now, just wanted to point out, Dr. Lynn and I wanted to point out that what the consultant has to say about your paper won't affect your grade necessarily. So let's say, for instance, theoretically, which this would never happen, but you get in some sort of argument with them, or the consultant happens to be the person that ran over your sister's dog when you were 5 years old. I don't know, something like that. And they give you, they're very spiteful and hateful, which we know won't happen, but just theoretically, and they give you a really bad grade. Okay, we just want to know that you've gone there. That's going to help us in our grading. It's going to help you in your writing. So don't fear too much about what they say about you. When that report comes to us, we're really just looking to see that you've gone through the process and done that. It's really part of the professional writing process.
One of my favorite quotes is, learning is a process, not an event. And that certainly applies to learning how to write as a researcher.
Oh, yeah.
Believe me, everyone in this room has had lots of opportunities where someone has said, this isn't written quite right. So this is a great opportunity for you to think about this as a progressive learning, that you'll get some feedback and you'll learn over time how to get better and better. And you'll be really surprised by the time you get your lit review written for this module. Then we go into writing the introduction. Now you'll have some new information to apply, so you'll be even better by the time you write your introduction. And then at the end of the semester, you'll write your methodology section of your action research proposal. By then, you'll know exactly the kinds of things that you need to be aware of and mistakes that you're not going to make. And even then, Dr. Hopewell and I give you the opportunity after this semester to fine tune your proposal and do a complete clean draft. Send your final in when you start ED 750 in the spring. So it is a process. Just look at it that way. Give yourself a little bit of comfort and trust that we've got awesome experts available to you.
Definitely. And it's a great support network. I have to say, I would have loved to have had it when I was in grad school as well. I unfortunately did not, but I really encourage you to take advantage of the service, not just for this course, but any course you're taking that involves writing. We're here to help. Or when you go out on the job market, if you're looking for help with cover letters, CV, resume, we help with all of that as well. And when you do make an appointment with us, if you have a goal that you want to work on in one particular session, we encourage that. So we have a thing right in the appointment. If you say, hey, I really need help with APA style, we can do that.
Great. Incidentally, you're going to need to go through this process again with the introduction that Dr. Lynn just mentioned and the methodology. We're going to require that you have these appointments. So get comfortable with the process. Look at it as a great, fantastic resource, value added to your education, that you're taking part of this Writing Assistance Center. So thank you, Ricky.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here. And we'll have more information in the content area for scheduling, where to go, those sorts of things. And we look forward to some fantastic writing from you. See you later.
Thanks.